So the Vikings fooled us all. But again, after we draft, I do a lot of reading on these guys, and everything I've read looks positive for Hughes. I mean, Terrence Newman's going to be retiring, I'm assuming, pretty soon, and then doesn't sound like Mackenzie Alexander. They're real confident in him, so we need another, like a nickelback. And again, everything I read on Hughes out of Central Florida, 4 interceptions, 44 tackles. He had 2 punt returns for a touchdown and a kickoff for a touchdown. So, I mean, there's a talent coming to Minnesota.
Okay. The Vikings did go offensive line in round 2 then on Friday.
Yeah, O'Neal, kid out of Pittsburgh, 6'7", 297. The thing I read, and I'm sure most people that read have seen that he has a hard time keeping his weight on. But he came to Pittsburgh as a tight end freshman year, and then he got moved to line. So for 3 seasons he played the line, and he played left or right tackle. He was the fastest time in the combine for offensive linemen, so we got a quick guy up there.
Okay. Defensive lineman in round 4, the Vikings did some trading on Friday as well. Defensive lineman Jalen Holmes out of Ohio State, so certainly out of a major college football powerhouse. Yeah,
I mean, Ohio State, as we all know, it's a perennial. They're just up there all the time for the Big Ten or the national scene. So it's nice to see a kid out of Ohio State. It's the 12th Buckeye the Vikings have ever picked in their history. So, Robert Smith, Corey Stringer, Pat Elflein, to be more recent. I don't know. It's got a good program, so you got a good kid coming in.
Do you know much about Holmes or anything you've read on him?
No, he didn't. I mean, what I read, he didn't. Wasn't necessarily a starter, but he got. He got time and enough to. He played in the national championship game. I think I saw 84 tackles for his career. I want to say 5 sacks for his career. A couple forced fumbles. So yeah, he's got some stats going. He's long. He's big. I think I saw 6'5", 283.
What kind of a tight end is it? Tyler Conklin in the 5th round, the Vikings picked?
Yeah, he had over 1,200 yards in his career. 11 touchdowns last year. His senior year, 5 touchdowns. He's a basketball player in the past, so he's got good leaping. As far as tight ends, I believe I saw he had like the top 3 numbers for combine numbers too. So we have a very athletic tight end from Central Michigan coming here, and I'm excited to see him. Again, nobody knows the draft. You got to see these kids. They're the ones that are going to decide if they're good or bad. We as fans read and hope, but they're the ones that have to perform. So we'll see how Mr. Conklin does. He has every opportunity to, Rudolph and him and David Morgan to be the 3 tight ends unless they get more in.
Were you surprised that the Vikings went with a kicker in round 5 as well?
Yes. Not that they took a kicker, but they traded up too. To make it even more bizarre. But the kid is 6'5", 213 pounds. I saw he has the same resume as Blair Walsh, where he had a great first 3 years in college, and then his senior he had a off season. Well, this young man, same resume, but again, you got to give these kids a chance. He was 198 for 198 and extra points, but again, the college doesn't kick extra point like the NFL does, and his touchbacks are pretty solid. So I read Mr. Forbath isn't real happy with, because when you draft a kicker and move up, obviously you're not going to cut the kid, or you don't plan on cutting him. So Kai might be in a little trouble this training camp, but again, we got to see what happens.
Couple of linemen in the 6th round, is that right?
Yep, there was a kid from Nigeria, and I cannot pronounce his name. Spell it ADA as the first name. Anyways, he didn't start playing football until he was a senior in high school, and he was a basketball player at AAU, and I'm sure most people know this or read it, that he guarded Andrew Wiggins in the game and held him to 11 points. So, and he's very fast. He was top, his speed, I forgot, is like 4'8", 40, and so he's a young kid coming out of Hoping. And then what else do we get? We got a guard.
Colby Gossett?
Gossett. Gossett.
Okay.
32 reps and bench press, 4th strongest amongst guards. And the last guy, I don't really know a lot about. He's a linebacker, and he was hurt his senior year, but his junior year he had 84 tackles. He was like all conference. So senior year he had some injuries. So I believe that's the draft.
Yeah, and I believe the linebacker's name is Devontae Downs. I didn't write down what school he's from. Do you have that offhand?
California, yep. Golden Bears.